Whoop. And now we pour. Actually, I might turn the gain up a little bit for this. Alright. Oh no. The bonk.
Blurp is here.
How you doing, Percival?
Percival Silver Dragon 1000 is here.
I don't know if this will brighten your day. But apparently it's National Cheeseburger Day. And most places here in the US have some kind of deal making at least one cheeseburger available for cheaper. I say most places right after having checked and finding out that pretty much just McDonald's. How did we get switched to this stance? Oh well. It's like 50 cents for a double cheeseburger at McDonald's, and I have a coupon. I don't know if it's related to the Hamburger Day. There's like a customer appreciation week or something at Burger King, where it's like, here's a bacon cheeseburger with a minimum. As long as you spend at least $1, you get a bacon cheeseburger for free. So, I mean, I might do that. I don't know. I don't usually go out during stream anymore. I try not to. Because it takes like a good half hour to get up there and back. I have never figured out how to do the little doggo thing. I might need to look that up, honestly. Let me see. Let's do a little research real quick before that. Lizard doggo. I think most people call them. I've tried so many times. Lizard doggo taming. How do you tame it? Whoop. Okay, that seems easy enough. IT. Yeah, okay. take this hat off. There we go. Let's see. The next thing I was going to need to do was going to be a little bunch of calculation here. I need to figure out how I want to go about making those two items. So we're going to be needing an assembler. And no, I don't want you latched in that way. I want you to be in line with its output. Alright, I am completely out of iron plates at the moment. So this thing's making modular frame. You will be making, I guess, smart plating? Wait a minute. Some of the things I need for the next objective, I can't make yet. Okay, that's a problem. And we can ask for smart plating. Okay, how many have you made so far? 24. I only need 25 for this thing. Okay, well that's good news. You're making rotors. You're making reinforced iron plate. Okay, so I need 400 regular iron plate, 200 of those. Okay, we should definitely move some copper production over at some point here. Okay, so nothing's actually currently coming out of the top one. It's not outputting right now, so in order for this one to keep up, it's going to need some from the top one put in it. Maybe. Well, anyway. It's using 100 a minute. This is using 2.5 times as much. Well, anyway, that's not as important. What we need right now are iron plates. And I should have built a way to go through that easier. Anyway. Let's see. These guys are making plates. Okay, so I just need 2 stacks of here. And these are making rods, which are being used by 2 of the things building below. One set going down to those, the other one coming over here and going down there. Okay, well, that's not bad. Everything should be on its way to being pulled down to the bottom. I have 1 copper just in my inventory. I'll just turn it into some wire or something at the forge. Yeah. Now, we also need 200 of these. Objectives will take a while. But milestones should be pretty doable. Do you often dye your bang green, by the way? I've dyed my hair like once, and actually I've tried twice. It worked better the second time I tried doing such a thing, but I didn't. Yeah, I had a really hard time on the first try. That in there, that in there, that in there. So we just need 100 rotors, of which I have 96 on me. And those 25 cubes. I should have brought the cubes with. I'm sure I have enough rotors too.
Whoop. NOAH3885 is here.
Noah 3885 says, "Mommy, I am now home. Also, I love it when you play as a furry."
Well, welcome home. Let's see, that should be enough to complete this task. So you and you launch.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
No worries, Noah. Okay, let's see. What's the next mission I can do? It's okay. Thanks for letting me know. So basic steel production is the next thing I can make. Okay, there's versatile steel framework, or versatile framework. That is something I'm going to need for phase 2 as well. It doesn't give us this third item though. I wonder where we're going to get that. Alright, select. Let's do organization box. Oh, that takes up a lot of this space here. I'm gonna have to put that up here. Oh, that's not gonna fit there. I was gonna try and put it out that way, but maybe if I put some of this stuff out first. I don't have any sheets with me. Hold on. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, I've had mixed results with bleaching, and that's a lot of why I never like successfully just dyed my hair. I did manage to get my hair to be like a sea green once. It was supposed to be a blue dye. It was supposed to be blue. But the bleaching was not complete, so it ended up being like a greenish color. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to be carting materials here. Can't do it because I don't have enough plates again. Whoop! Why isn't this managing to go through? Oh, is this not connected? Looks like it should be. Whoop! Okay, that looks better. Freighter has returned. Whoop. I see. All right, I want to build this out here. And then from there, this way. I can't make it quite as long as I need it to be to actually reach the spot here. 1, 2, so there's a small length there. And then this is going to go that way. Actually, you know what? Delete the small length. Let's forge a combiner. Because it's not the only one that's going to be going here. So we need a merger, and I need the output to be going that way. There we go. Now I can just connect that to that and that to that. That will get me rotors going straight into my storage box
Rice
over
Husky is here.
Hey, Rice. got 48 already on me. I need 150 total of those. I also need 9 of these. That's a splitter. Why is it not letting me switch it to the other kind? Quick switch. Okay, there we go. I press E, not R. That's what I needed there. Okay, I need it to be part of this and in line with that. So that this will go there. It didn't line up. Dang it. There we go. I had to hold control to get the snap there. Alright. Now this... Wait, that one's doing smart plating. That's not the one I need. Who's doing the cubes? That's you, isn't it? This one. Okay. Needs more iron plate. Okay. So this guy is making cubes. But actually does the right angle on its own. Let me know. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna pipe it through the other machine that I'm not yet using. And that'll get my cubes into there. Once I get the 50 cubes, we'll have that settled. I still need concrete. I still need copper wire. Which are the other two factory items that I have not yet put together. Their own little factory thing yet. So how do I want to get my copper all the way over there? Or do I want to get copper all the way over there? Should I just find another way to do it? Wow, it's actually produced more of this than I need. Nice. It makes 2 per minute. Only uses 3 per minute of that, that's why. Okay. How did you get... Or why did you get over here? Hello. Where do you think you're going, big guy? Ain't nothing out here for you. Let's see, let's see. We got 79 and 31, 32, 33. We need 50, or 150 and 50. The 500 concrete and the 1,000 coil, or wire, we should already have, actually. I got more than 500 concrete on me. And just one more spool of this ought to do that. That, and that. Done. So we're just waiting for the rest of that to be ready. Like, this thing's not having any trouble keeping up with all three of these factories. I missed. This is gonna hurt. That was a close one. Survive a fall with 1 health point. Achievement unlocked. Okay. I'm getting messages. What's this? Alright, let's see. Don't know where the big guy is, and I'm not waiting to find out. There's the flyers. You're still hitting me. Oh, there's a second plant. I was going to try and go up there and get some more of those nuts, but anyway.
That was careless.
Gee, thanks. I hadn't noticed. I wonder if there's an easier way to get to that area. How much do I have of the plates? Not much. I do have some though. Alright, if we want third person view, I gotta go back to that thingy. So you gotta turn this off and on again. I think I'm gonna play around with the options actually. What else can I look like here? That's another mod. It's a mod. It adds that station, and as long as you have that, when you activate that station, it lets you choose how big your character is and where your camera is in relation to you. It does play a little bit with your ability to reach certain things because it actually also changes your origin point. So your character isn't actually where your cursor normally would be. So it does play around with that a bit. Let's see. Is there any of these I could actually change my fur color? I don't think I can. Let's try this one. Let me play with this one for a little bit. Wow, there's nothing in these. Why are these having so much trouble getting enough ingots out? We're not getting enough ore over it, are we? I think we need to upgrade those. Bounce on a space giraffe tick penguin thing. Oh, I see. I got an achievement for bouncing on the back of that thingy. The achievement calls it a space giraffe penguin thing. I'm like, what? Oh, space giraffe tick penguin thing. I'm like, do you not even know? You came up with this weird creature. Alright, let's steal some plates. Gonna want a bunch of them. Because I think the problem right now is that it's hampering my process here. Is that these are not bringing enough material. Quickly enough, but it looks like I've already got these upgraded, don't I? Conveyor Mark II. Yeah. Okay, so all these are right. Maybe I don't have those Mark II yet. Logistics Lift Mark II. That one's not. This one is. We don't need any of these to be Mark II. Other than that. We do want the conveyors up there to be higher, though. Or faster. So we're now bringing it up faster. Oh, no, that one's... Okay. That conveyor right there might need to be upgraded. And then colors, swatch 4. But yeah, these should be able to stay running constantly. But they're shutting down and starting up again so often. Because they don't have any material in them to smelt. It sounds like there might still be an inefficiency in the feeding structure. Boing. Anyway. These should be making rods, of which we have plenty. In this one, because it's not keeping up. Alright, well, I don't know what to do about making that any better. I could set up a just a quick factory here. Just a side deal. Because these two are now like 100% full. Tell you what, it would probably be easier to just yoink everything out of here. And just add it to the, what's going on up here. Here, have 100. Here, have 100. Oh, I see. We're only using 2 quarters. Interesting. These are at 100% as well. Okay, so that should help, but what I really should do, rather than trying to expand that stuff down there, because right now I'm only making 2 containers full of this. Yep. I need to
NOAH3885 hugged thrice thrice husky.
Seven. I want to face the other way. There we go. Did that wrong. 7. There we go. I don't have enough cable on me. I can fix that.
Noah 3885 says, Mommy, silly question. What are your thoughts about that video? You know, shopping carts being rammed into parked cars when it gets windy.
It happens. If you don't have a proper cart corral, or the carts aren't brought in, like they're just left out in the middle of the parking lot, it can happen. It does happen. I mean, there are some places that don't have somebody on the payroll that
Bryce
brings
Rice
them in.
Husky hugged NOAH 3885.
I know that the commissary doesn't have anybody that they pay to bring the carts in. They even have signs up that says, "Please bring your carts back to their their holding area." So there. Right, need to tell these things that they're meant to be making iron plates. And also need to extend the power structure. So what we need to do right now is remove this power line. So I can make a new power line going there, attaching to both of these. And to another power line. There. Now that they're actually constructing, I can get the plate I need out of this thing. Because it's the only one that's actually got an input feed so far. How much we talking? Oh, that's exactly enough. Okay, cool. Alright, that'll do it. Wait, this one should have power. Did I not? Oh, I didn't cord this one to here yet. You attach that. Also, you've already been told iron plates. Good, good. So these iron plates are being brought over, and 30 per minute are being turned into iron plate. That's the plan. These will be... Honestly, I just need a place to get iron plates easily. So I might cart these two down. But I haven't decided. Just to make them easier to get a hold of, but... It might be better for organization's sake if I don't do that. I'll just put it over here instead. You need 10 plate to make that. Let's see. Straight up from this one here. And then I need one of these matched up with that. It needs to be merger. Pointing that way. And lined up with this guy. That platform isn't necessary. Just to enforce a very specific angle that I would like, I will actually bring this out to here. One, two. And now we have our bin over here. That will accumulate iron plates. Which I'm sure I will be stealing from often. Which is why it might be a good idea to put a separate ladder over here. Let's see, architecture ladder. It takes more rod than I have on me. Okay. Make a ladder up to there. No, I said cancel. Why did you build half the ladder? I need it to be... There we go, that's better. Now I can climb up here to get my materials. I need to steal more of that. Do I have 150 by 50? No. Getting there. Still a few rotors too few. I could probably make rotors though. How many rotors could I make right now? Well, like quite a few. I'll let it continue to make them. I don't have any of my screws with me. Let's just grab a stack of 500. Rotors. I can make 20 with what I have on me. But I think it's the screws that are the holdback on that. There's my phone. Let's see. Has the app recognized that it reached 500 games yet? It has. Cool. I have 2 days and 5 hours to reach 1,000 games. So I'm actually at the halfway point, but I've only got 2 days left to get the rest. That's going to be super rough. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one. So I'll be out that $8, but I can get 30 if I keep pushing and get within 30 days get the 1,500. So 10 days left to get another 1,000 hands, which is a lot. That's like Jesus, that's a lot. 10 days for 30 hands. It's like 300 hands a day. I don't think I can do that. It's not 300 hands a day. I'm doing my math upside down. 1,000 in 30 days, or in 10 days. That's just 100 a day, isn't it? I can maintain 100 a day. Pretty sure. Okay, I need more screws. And I only need to make one more of these rotors. we go. Now we just put these in here and launch.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
Okay, something's up. Yep, we ran out of brush. Okay, change the recipe to biomass from wood. And then we just put some grass in. We can put the grass back in here. It just has to be behind the wood in the lineup. So when we run out of the wood, though, we will need to go back to grass. I suppose my next priority should be finding and harvesting coal. I've had the ability to mine coal for a bit, but I wanted to get my factory converted. Over to the new structure. Alright, we're up to tier 4. Tier 3 is done. We're just waiting for the bot to get back down here. So, fix it blueprints. Build gun upgrade for blueprints. Industrial storage containers, which are nice. The Mark III belts are nice. But the deliverables are all made of steel. I think that's going to be... You're going to need some steel for any of these. Yeah. Power storage, power tower. Those are new. Oh, and hyper tubes. Jeez, already? We're only on phase 4. Okay. So yeah, let's focus on logistics, I suppose. We're gonna have to sort all that out. Is there anything still in the top container? Yes. Take all. Let's see. Let's sort. And we're gonna want to take that out. Okay, so I picked up a couple of items below. Let's put those away. So this thing, some more gas, no blasts. To be honest, I'm not that interested in the gas no blask. It's nice to have some free ones, but they're not as useful to me as the explosive kind. So I think I might just use them to try and get some more fix-it tickets. Let's just scrap them. Okay, leave the stators here. Alright, well, we're gonna have to scan for coal, go find it, and build some mines and whatnot. We're gonna need a lot of material. Doesn't seem like that guy wants to go anywhere. He's just standing there still. Alright, take all. And I have plenty of concrete. Okay. Well, time to scan. Let's see what we got. Some coal. Nearest one's nearly 600 meters that way. Over 1,000 for what comes next. Jeez Louise. Alright, well. Guess we're going out that way. Oh, there's the big guy. Hi. He fell. Hit him! Hit him while he's down! Nope. He's guarding the bottom of our ramp. What the heck? Alright, third person configuration on. I don't really have another way down, like, everything's unsafe compared to this. Yeah, I can't even survive that fall. Ah! There goes my third person mode, but whatever. I'm just gonna go this way then. Oh, there you are. There we go. We're the junk from the wreckage, and I don't think the big guy can get up here. At least I wasn't able to. Needs 120 megawatts. Oh boy, okay. Let's see, can I build a biomass burner? Yes. Crater's back. Okay, let's see. Not enough. How much do you produce? 120. Okay, so I do need 2 of these. I can do that. Okay. I think he's attacking the wall beneath me. Anyway, I want to put half of these. Come on, half. Split, thank you. Half of these in here. Half of them in here. And in order to have them both power, I need to actually make a power pole. So I can combine their output. What the heck? How much are you producing? That's what I need to know. Like, you should have enough right now. No, because capacity is 60 megawatts. Yeah, capacity only goes up to 60 megawatts. This thing needs how much? 120. So I need 4 of these things. Okay. Alright, good to know. Give me my fuel back. I don't have a lot of fuel on me. Okay, I need to make 2 more of these biomass burners to even pull all this dumb stuff off. Okay, another one over there. And we'll drop one here. We're gonna need another power. Oh, what? Frick! Stop that! You can't reach me. Stop it. Not supposed to be able to reach me. Okay, so everything's got a power line. Such an angry creature. Alright, how do I split this? Thought that was how we did it. But right click on it without dragging, I can do split. That way. Well, split it. Oop, there we go. There's how we quick split. Okay. There we go. We got 7, 7, 6, and 6. Give everything some. We can use the shelf grading that comes with them as an easy way to get from one to the next. Now that's not a lot of fuel, so we gotta do this quick. I don't want to waste it. Okay, we've got the hard drive. Shut her down. Not enough power. Just dismantle everything and it can't power the stupid box. Alright. That should have given me all my materials back. Yes, it did use up a little bit of my fuel, but not too bad. Now then, about that scan. And they're 400 meters that way. It's a bully than the medium-sized bullies. He's a little bit easier to avoid than the big one. Okay, so far he seems to be content to leave me alone at that distance. Ouch. Okay, so normal, not pure. Wait, what is that one? It's a normal coal vein right here. How come this didn't show up in my scans? Yeah, we're at it. Another one 75 meters that way. Might actually be even closer to home. Okay, so you got 2 coal veins right over here. Okay. I did not bring the all the materials I need to craft this thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need at least one of those to even make a miner. But we can fix that so long as I have the materials to make a what you call them? I guess it's under special. Yeah, I need a equipment workshop. Need to make a portable miner. Give me 2. Okay, and now we're going to build miners. One here and one at that one. So let's point them relatively towards each other. Okay. They will ultimately need power themselves, so I probably will need more biofuel. But this is why I needed biomass on me, is because that's what the chainsaw runs on. Okay, that should be a pretty sturdy starting point for a power structure. We only need the power to actually mine this stuff to get it started. Once you get it started and we make power generators that use the coal, then the mine itself will power itself. And then we just need to wire it back to our home base. Now then. That said, can I make another third person? Yeah, I can make another third person view console. On, please. There we go. I shouldn't need this or anything else. Dismantle. Alright, so we need water. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Alright, and we've got our coal. So we just need to cart said coal to where the water is and so on. I'm gonna turn this music on. Let's see. How do I want to lay this one out? Probably not the same as I did last time I made a one of these mines. Let's see. Go to single mode. Should use less fuel. There we go. It's very hard to use that scroll wheel. Now then, where is that? Okay, so power generation, we're making a coal-powered generator. We're gonna need rotors, and I didn't bring any. Okay. Did I bring the materials to make a rotor? I can make a rotor. Okay. Let's build a craft bench then. Need 10 rotors, which is exactly how many I can make. Ooh, that's not great. I'll be out of screws. Oh well. Alright, so now we're going to build our one coal-powered plant. Because that is all we can afford with only 10 rotors.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Now then, this thing needs coal being fed to it. I do have a few coal on me. Let's give it a power connector. And then we're going to want to feed it. Tell you what, for now, let's do a merger. From there. And from there. And then out to there. Okay, in order to actually do this, though, it will also need water. What do I need in order to make the water conveyance and pump? Okay, so these are used copper sheeting. I don't have any of that on me. But Water extractor. Here we go. Copper sheet. More rotors. Okay, we're probably going to want to extract water from over this way. But yeah, we're going to need more rotors and we're going to need some copper sheet. Alright. How much? I have only 5 of them? Okay, hold on. Build crafting bench. Put the bench back down. Turn all of the wire on me into cable. We're gonna try to run a cord back to our starting point. It's gonna be hard to do though, because we only have 29 rods. And it does take, I think, a rod per power pole. So this is only gonna make it part way back. Okay, I've got a lot more on me than I thought I did. Okay, we can make more along the way if we need it. Let's combine our proteins into a single pile. Oh, I have some copper ore. I can make some sheet, but that's not going to help us get enough of the other thing. Yeah, that's true. Also, I have plenty of copper sheet. They're just all back at the base. Alright, remove this cord. I'm going to want you to be attached to a pole as close to home base as it lets us. I will then connect you back to that from here. So we don't have enough poles to do that much. I cannot swim and place power line, apparently. Okay, from here though, we should be able to put a power line part way back. That reflection is so weird. It's also kind of confusing. Okay, come on. Number 2, can I add? Am I not? It might be too far from the power socket. Okay, took out those guys. So it's nice to have them rid of. But I might need to use some foundation to get out close enough to actually, there we go. Do have the materials to do it, so, okay. And then from there to as far over this way as it'll let me. Alright. From here we can start going up the cliff. Not worried about the surface being uneven. I can try and find a point at which I can climb better. Oh, I've already looted that. Ah! Okay, I want to put it up there, but I don't know that I can without going up first. Okay, so let's go up. Hopefully without getting the Jumbosaurus over their attention. Okay, I can put it here. Oh, I have his attention, alright. Okay, he went flying. He's still tumbling out into the water. Works for me. Let me see if there's anything else I've missed over here. But, don't dally. This is going to hurt. Okay. Anyway, I put in all this stuff so I can get up and down, you know, back up this. Simpler method, though, is I should be able to just put down a ladder. Now that I have that ability. Anyway, I'm going to be making my way back down this way. And I should be able to see that power line I made down there. Oh, what was that? I'll be playing with my point of view while I'm jumping on a cliff. Okay. Now I should be able to create a new power line from there, trying to get up as close to base as possible. Over this way. And to be honest, this might actually be close enough because I can reach this from the factory up there. Pretty sure that'll reach. Not the pole. You to this point because I can, and from that, there we go. We are now powering the power plant. It will return the favor once we get it up and running, and hopefully have more than one over there. We're gonna need a bunch of screws though. How are we doing with screws and storage? Not a lot of them on here. This one's actually not outputting anywhere. It's actually just storing things. I've been moving some from that one to this one as that one uses a bunch. But let's keep some of them, but also I'm going to need to steal the rotors. This guy's making rotors, which are going to my storage thingy. You honestly don't need any of what's being put in you right now, but I will be taking those rotors. I'm going to stop feeding it those. In fact, I'm going to stop manufacturing these for now. Rotors seem to still be valuable or useful right now. I'll let this finish making reinforced iron plate. Honestly, they are very useful for making higher end conveyors. Yeah, now that we've got power here. Oh yes, I still need copper sheet. We need copper sheet in order to cart water. Yoink. Let's see, I fed this thing all of those gas grenades I found by that wreck. So I actually have 10 coupons to add to the one that's in my storage box. Nice. Okay, give me, let's go with like 3 stacks of copper sheet. Hopefully that'll do. So we have 11 fix-it coupons to work with. We can store this guy, all of those. This isn't necessary right now. We don't need that right now. We don't need that right now. That should be converted into more hatcher proteins. So just add proteins to the pile. And I should start research on that. These should be situated to do that. Okay. Let's see. We need... Oh, yeah, that's right. Just go to hard drives. Scan. Okay, that new hard drive's being scanned. We have used up all of the wood, or... No, the wood is all in here being converted. Okay. It's not being finished yet, then. I'm going to deposit the things here. Then sort it out so that the wood... Well, no, we don't want the wood to come out first. Because it's not going to take them until it's taken these leaves. Yeah, because there is a set of leaves that is actually inside there already that it's not going to... Yeah, it won't let me take it. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, sort. Maybe there is a way for me to get the leaves out of there. There we go. Got the leaves out. It is now feeding... Not leaves, the wood. So, okay. Take a few more of these for my personal use. Alright, Rice. Take care. See you later.
Thank you for the lurk, Bryce Rice Husky.
I may want to throw a new ibuprofen in. Was not supposed to fall. Ow. Thank you for pets. Got him. I'll be taking those. Alright. Now that we got that sorted, let's see if we can't cart a little water over here. Alright, water extractor. What do we need? That's gonna be under production. Yeah, production. Water extractor. I'm sure there's enough water to do this. The problem is the conveyors are in the way. So let's see if we can't grab water from out here.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
It may indeed be water. Try dipping your arm and see if it dissolves. How about I don't? Also, I've already swum in it. It's water.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
Okay, we have a trickle of water, I think. But it needs 50 cubic meters. Oh no, it has a capacity of 50 cubic meters. It uses 45 per minute. The machine itself is currently on standby. That's fine. This is producing 2 cubic meters of water. 120 cubic meters per minute. Well, 120 should be pretty good. Here we go. Ah, there it goes. Okay, it had to fill the pipe before it got much into the generator. Generator is receiving an adequate, if not exceptional amount. Cool. Let's go ahead and paint things. I haven't really painted this base yet. Okay, this guy should be adding a chunk of power to the grid right now. It burns fuel and is producing 75 megawatts. That's good. It's getting a lot more coal than it needs. Let's see, it's using 15 per minute coal. And these are producing 60 a minute? Okay, I definitely don't need both of them going to the same target. 60 per minute, that's a lot of freaking coal. Alright, so one of these mines can run 4 of these burners. How many of these generators can I build? I could build 3 more. Yeah, I should have enough to build 3 more. Why is, oh. Well, it's facing the wrong direction, and that rock is very much in the way. Well, it would be. Let me see. There we go. Can I force it to be down here, or is that rock gonna... Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, get that there. And then one more. There we go. Okay, we have 4 generators to pour into. And the question is, so right now we are combining these. We don't need to do that. In fact, what we're going to want to do is split this one to feed 2 of them. You feed whichever. You are going to be feeding this and that. No, not that one. That one. There you go. This guy's going to be coming over here. Let's grab another splitter. We're going to go like there-ish. And you're going to feed here. That's going to feed that. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's the tier 2. Why are you trying to do tier 2s? You don't need tier 2s for that. There you go. Okay. So that is now feeding this. It is being split into those two. Memory search is completed. Cool. Now that there's nothing in the way, can I... How much water do I produce with one of these guys? You are producing 120 cubic meters per minute. You are using 50 cubic meters per minute, so one of those can easily maintain 2 of these guys. Got it. So if we go to production, we create a new extractor from here. I don't know if this is deep enough or what, but let's try. Yeah, resource not deep enough, it says. Okay, so the water's not a deep enough source. Is there another pool over this way I can use? Yes. Okay, I may have to go out a little bit with it. Okay, I need more, I need more reinforced plating. Well, that should be using tier 2, right? Oh, I don't have enough. Be tier 1, but yeah. Okay, that one was accidentally tier 2. That's why. Okay, now that it's tier 1, I should have enough of the right materials to build my water extractor. There we go. This one will be needed to, will need to be added to the water grid or to the power grid. Let's just add another power pole here. And attach another power pole here because there's no point in having as big of a power grid if all 3 of these are off the grid and I need more cable. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Special crafting batch. Make me more cable, please. Keep running out of this stuff. Honestly, I only need a few. There we go. Now they're all on the grid. This guy's building up some water. Let's make some pipes, shall we? Now, let's see. Go to logistics. There's a pipeline junction. I need one of these attached to this. The proper rotation in order to make a pipeline that goes from here to there. There we go. Now we've got water going to the middle guy. Okay. So this guy's going to be feeding into a splitter that's over here. I'm just going to put the splitter down between the two. And I think that'll help. Let's just put a pipeline junction. Roundabouts there. No, just one, thanks. This will be attached to that. This one to that. And then this one will be coming out here to attach to that guy. Of course, it's not long enough for that, so I'd like to do like a... There we go. And then we can do that. So now it will feed water from there into these two. As soon as it manages to fill this pipe with water. It's working on it. Pipe itself says it's full here. Pipe here is full, and yeah, it's starting to feed these two. We now have 4 coal power plants on the grid. Now that's just power. We also may want to cart some coal back to base. That's gonna be another nightmare and a half to figure out, but for now, this is producing coal power for base, and our electricity should be far better off for having this much. My goodness. Okay, we're now producing 300 megawatts with a capacity of 480. I think production means what we're getting from the coal, as opposed to capacity, which is including what we can get from the bioburners, but it typically doesn't pull from the bioburners unless the coal is, there's too much being pulled from elsewhere. So we can just keep the bioburners fully stocked, and they won't actually burn anything unless we run out. We're only asking for 115? 130? But it says our max consumption is currently 273. That's kind of high. Alright, well, these should be able to be pretty self-sustaining now. We don't have to worry about power as much. We will have to cart back some coal, though. I think each of these mines are capable of producing 100, like twice as much as I'm using right now. So I could literally set it up so that one of these mines was feeding all 4 of these burners, and it would be fine. Like, it would actually be enough to do the job. The 4 burners don't need more coal than one of these are capable of producing. Because 60 per minute is 15 each. I guess I should go ahead and set it up so that it does do that. So I want to cart to here. So, steal that one. And bring it to here.
And then from here to there. And then rather than this one, we go from here to there. No, 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 not there. Here to... Oh, that is the input. Okay. Why is the input on the left? I don't know. But yeah, this thing will come off of one mine. And both of these will have all the coal they need. So that's good. Swatch. Which means that mine is no longer needed to power the power plant, or to feed the power plant itself. What I should have it do is actually cart back to where all our iron is being made. I don't know that I have the materials with me to do that, but let's start going. Farthest I can go in this direction is here. Let's raise the roof. Just like with the power, though, I can't swim and craft. Why did you do that? Mark 1. What did you just do? Did it do something? Alright, I figure it can go about this far pretty easily. Let's just build a pole. So I'm just going to go to logistics, put that in 4 and this in 3. 3, we have a conveyor pole. It's going to be like here-ish. I can even put it like down there and just make sure it's up high enough. I want to connect this to the set that I put over there. Ooh, that's too far. Oh, okay. In that case, destroy this and put it over this way some. From there to there, does it reach? Overlapping conveyor too long. Okay. I gotta put the pole even further out. Can you get to that? No. What the heck? What is the limitations on these? Still doesn't want to work. Okay, let's try bringing it in a little bit, like here. So, like that should not be too far. There's no way that's too far. You stop being in the freaking menu. I'm trying to jump up onto this thing. From here to that pole. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't mind that. What the heck? And I already know I can reach this pole. Why does it keep going into the menu when I'm doing it? I wasn't using in the menu when I went into that state. Come on now. It's about here for the next leg. too long. Okay, so from here I can tell it to be too long. I will make it not too long and then raise it up, and then we'll have to try and get it from the other end. I don't know if I can do that without, probably need to make some foundations, and because it can't craft while swimming. It is so glitchy. Okay.
I was wondering if you could get any of the burger deals, like you could order yours here, and I could just go and pick up yours online.
I'm not sure. Which one are we looking at doing?
I mean, whichever one you can order from here.
That's the thing. I don't know if I can just do that. I've never tried to do an order with Burger King, and even with McDonald's. Like if I order it, they're already making it. When you get there, then they'll
Right.
it'll already be cold. But I mean, I'm probably gonna have to reheat it anyway. For the McDonald's one. I don't know. I don't really deal with these burger places. At least not from remote. Anyway, I'm trying to get this conveyor from there. Too long, too long, too long, too long, too long. Around there if it's up high? No. Close, but not quite. So here might work. No. Oh, I can kind of see it in the zoom in. There we go. There we go. I got the conveyor belt at least that far. We're across the water. I mean, with these coupons, yeah, we'd probably have to go out there to get it.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't usually end this early, but I could raid out and just go with you. I guess I can wrap it up here. We're like halfway back with the coal line.
Okay, I'm gonna get my shoes on.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna wrap things up because we're gonna go out and grab dinner. And it takes like half an hour to do that. And I don't feel like just coming back and continuing. At least not this time. Today isn't really a big day of a whole lot of things going on. We're just playing game. So, keep in mind it is National Hamburger Day for those of us here in the US. And some places are giving deals for that, which is why we're going out to get, or not hamburger, it's National Cheeseburger Day. So we're going out and getting some cheeseburger. Let me find us a raid target. We could probably do like, today might be a good day to do Corgi actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Corgi. Alright, oh, oops, I misspelled raid. Hold on. There we go. Alright, that will do for today. Tomorrow's starting time should be 4 p.m. Eastern. Could be as early as 3:30. So keep an eye out for me a little bit earlier than usual because it's a Friday and sometimes I like to do those a little bit early. It is the Up Friday, so we won't or the online version of the Friday. So we probably won't necessarily need to start early.
because we'll be streaming the game when we get around to recording. But, you know, sometimes I try and start early anyway, just because it's a Friday. We'll see. That's it for me today, and I will see you soon. Take care, rest well, come back and see me soon, and good night.